Does it make you angry?
What are you talking about?
When you have static.
Why is this weak?
I guess you don't have long hair. Just static. This is what happens when we don't record for a month. I got static. Your microphone's weak.
And I'm freezing.
You're freezing like a little babushka.
It's weird getting older. You get more sensitive to temperature changes.
That's true. That's true.
When I was a kid, me and my friends, we would go run around in the neighborhood, in the woods.
Are you by the woods?
Yeah, there's woods everywhere in Florida.
Okay.
It's lots of woods.
Yeah.
And we would explore.
Were you naked? Scantily
No,
clad?
but that is where I saw my first naked woman in the woods.
Was it nice?
She wasn't there. It was a magazine.
Oh, okay. Was it a Playboy? Was there anything other than Playboy in that?
There was Hustler. There was Penthouse. I think it was Playboy.
Which one's like the top tier? Like the classy.
I think Hustler showed peepees.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Is there one that's like for more classy upper class people, or were y'all bottom scum?
I think those are scum magazines. Okay. But Playboy was probably the best because it had real journalism.
Yeah, like Steve Jobs.
But you could just find that in the woods as a kid.
We have a Steve Jobs Playboy in here somewhere.
Yeah. I would also, me and my friend, we'd go explore in the woods, and we would find clues to crimes.
Like real crimes?
We found like gloves, and we'd find glasses. We'd find broken branches and twigs, and we'd say, oh, he was running. And then one time, I don't know if we just convinced ourselves of this or if it actually happened.
What happened?
But we found a body.
No,
again,
you didn't.
I don't know if
you didn't.
I'm pretty sure.
Corpse?
I'm pretty sure we found a body.
Me this?
It's it's one of those things.
I've asked you if you've smelled death before.
Well, I didn't sniff it. I don't even know if it actually happened. It's like there's lots of memories like this. There's lots of memories where, like, me and my parents, we went and looked at a house that they wanted to buy that was so fantastical, and there were, like, spiral staircases to rooms all in all upper echelon corners of the house. It was very fantastical. And so I was thinking back on this, and I'm like, there's no way that this is real. There's no way that I'm remembering this correctly.
Were you?
So I asked my mom, and she's like, yes, that's exactly it.
Oh.
So it's very possible.
So you saw a dead body?
That I saw a dead body.
Well, what the heck?
And then I'm just trying to trick myself
Did you call
into
someone?
thinking. No, we should have. I'd like to think that if we,
the body?
I think we tried to find more clues. We invented this whole narrative of how it happened.
You weren't like traumatized. You're just like, let's solve the murder that we're not going to report. Was it a murder?
Right. And we'll forget about it, and we'll just go to Subway and get foot-long subs.
Do you remember?
No, I don't remember anything.
And you couldn't smell it. So it might have been fresh.
I could have smelled.
Do you know who you were with?
I could have smelt it.
Do you know who you were with?
A few people, yeah.
Can you reach out to them on LinkedIn and say,
I don't know. I don't have to use LinkedIn. I think I'm friends with some of them on Facebook. I'll ask.
Can you?
Hey,
I'm not even kidding.
Did we find a body? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, never mind. I don't know.
Can you have them call into the podcast and confirm whether this is true?
I'd like to.
Because none of our friends listen, so maybe, old friends would listen. We need a boo button. Boo for friends.
We need something.
Yeah.
Remember, you can guess what we saw because we saw something. And if you can guess what that is, you will win a $500 Visa gift card every week or every time we do an episode. We will tell you. What am I saying? I'm so out of practice.
I got a little distracted.
I'm so out of practice.
I got distracted because I had double rainbow up and I saw a comment. Never mind.
We'll answer your questions. You can go to ohyeahbigtime.tv/guest to submit your guesses. And if it's yes, then we'll tell you the answer is yes. And then if that's not quite it, but you're on a hot trail.
Sometimes.
We'll tell you. And then you'll just piece together all these puzzle pieces to eventually guess what we saw and win the $500,000 or $500.
Not 1-5. Yes, 500.
And also, you can give us a call at 80.
man.
802-870-6928. 802-870-6928. If that's not right, I'll flash the right one down here.
I feel like a virgin. A radio virgin.
I know, yeah.
been
This
too
is
long.
strange times. So,
What do we do?
what do we do? We'll do something. Hello and welcome to Oh Yeah Big Time. This episode is not brought to you by FedEx, where now meets next. FedEx is committed to losing your package, delaying your shipment, and losing all ability to know where it could possibly be. We'll put you on hold for a bit, come back, and simply tell you we don't know where your stuff is. And guess what? We don't fucking have to. We don't have to do anything. You gave us money and your stuff, and we're not saying it won't show up, but we can't really tell you anything else. FedEx, where now meets next. All right.
I order dog food through, and I can't. Do you order something from a company, you see they ship from FedEx, and you just don't want to use
And then I look immediately. FedEx is the worst shipping company.
They are.
People give USPS
How dare they?
They talk shit on USPS.
Yeah.
I've never had something like truly go missing.
FedEx goes missing. They man, I ordered some dog food, but we don't need to get into the details. But
Get into the
I
details.
was so mad. It went to Minnesota.
Where did it start from?
In Colorado.
We're in Utah. It started in Colorado. It
So
went
it just
over to
needs-
Minnesota.
Yeah, because I was like, maybe they started the label, like how it's print label,
Right.
But it's Colorado. Then 2 days later, it's in Minnesota, and then if you know, we're just to the left. Are we to the left of Colorado? I think so. They just had to go left.
Depends on
And they
which
went
way you're looking.
Upright, and then came, and I was in a mood. So then I started making a spreadsheet of tracking of USPS versus FedEx and how long it takes and the average miles driven per day and how. And I was writing a PowerPoint presentation that I was not PowerPoint. I was making a PDF that I was going to send to the company. You can't use FedEx anymore. And then that was on a Friday, and I didn't care by Monday, but.
Yeah.
I would like to make that so I can send it to every company we ever buy from.
Those are the things that I wish I had. If I was Taylor Swift, I would come out and say, nobody use FedEx.
Oh, I would love to destroy businesses.
Absolutely. Nobody use them anymore. If you use FedEx, I hate you.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I don't want to be famous for I don't want anyone to interrupt my lunch.
Right.
But I want power.
Absolutely.
I want to destroy lives. Mainly corporations, not so much people, but maybe people.
I just can't get over how USPS is just fantastic, and people give FedEx credit over their fucking logo. See this?
Yeah,
See the little?
see that
It
logo?
has an arrow. It has an arrow.
Which indicates sending.
That's literally just use Helvetica. Type in FedEx on your computer. Squish the kerning, it makes an arrow. It might
does.
not be a perfect arrow, but it's an arrow.
It's still an arrow.
Sure, they may have done some adjustment, but it's not like they invented these letters. And they were like, wow, it happens.
No, yeah, it happened, and then in 2010, someone noticed, and they're like, oh shit, we made an arrow.
Where now meets next, arrows over, arrows do next, arrow.
We didn't mean to do that, but we did.
It was an accidental thing.
No, I had one package go missing from the Postal Service recently, and it was a wonderful experience. I file out a form online, and then I was like, they're not gonna respond for weeks because it's bureaucracy. Not
Right,
so.
you would expect that to take a long time.
Yeah, so I had very low expectations, but then I get a phone call. And this is from the local post office manager. May I play it?
Yeah.
I will.
Hi, Leah. This is with the post office in regards to your service request for the package. We looked at the tracking number, and the geolocation showed that it was misdelivered on Friday. I spoke with the carrier, and she has retrieved the package and should be delivering that to you here within a few minutes. So
Within a few minutes.
Okay, all right.
She was here within a few minutes.
I was expecting like within the next 5 to 7 business days. Something, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, she's on her way. And then she was on her way.
He's like, I spoke to the carrier, and she actually went back in time, grabbed the package, and delivered it on Friday. Check your stoop.
Yeah. He did as much as he could.
That was amazing.
Yeah. And then she came and she was like, my boss might have called you and we're so sorry. And then she wrote me like a handwritten, she gave it postage. She put it on an envelope and put it postage.
What? Why? She's the mail lady.
I don't know. Maybe because she had like a cute stamp. So it's more like a work of art. She had great penmanship. So I think it was just really
She used a stamp?
Yeah.
She is the mail lady.
I know. But it was
she's the one who brings it.
It's like a rare Pokemon card, or it's like I didn't even know that was.
Maybe there's some rule that they have to abide by.
That she can't just be dropping off unmarked.
Hey, just because you have something to deliver doesn't mean you get to skip. Day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She wrote a beautiful letter that was like, so sorry about your. It wasn't even her fault, by the way. So she's like all this guilt. She's like, I feel like it makes us look bad, and I don't want to give you that. And I was like, I'm the post office's #1 advocate.
Yeah, and if you're not from America like we are, the USPS is United States Postal Service, and it is run by our government.
Yeah.
And like most things run by our government, it's, most things are run poorly.
Yes.
But this thing is run
somehow
very efficiently. Thank you.
And for people to complain the amount of mail they deliver versus FedEx, and it's like a democracy. They did, like FedEx doesn't go to rural areas and stuff. I'm sick of defending the post office.
They're great.
They're great. So, thanks, government. I did have my worst. I've probably had more like embarrassing. They don't come to mind because I just clear out my memory. I have coping mechanisms.
Right.
One of my most embarrassing moments that comes to mind was in a post office. Because I was going to Europe. This was like 10 years ago. We're old.
10 years flies by.
God damn.
One day you're finding dead bodies in the woods, and the next day you're
going to Europe, and then you're talking about it from 10 years ago. I had to get my passport, and then I was cutting it super close. I was on like the very last day that I could make the application and get it back in time, So I had to go to the post office, but I was sick. So I had a really gnarly cough. And as you know, through the cough drops conversation, I hate coughing in front of people. It's pre-COVID. It's always freaked me out.
What do you mean?
I get really embarrassed.
Why do you get embarrassed?
I don't know, because I'm.
Do you get embarrassed over a sneeze?
Yes.
What about a hiccup? No, I am more embarrassed of a hiccup than either of those.
Because I don't know if I'm doing the correct form of a cough.
Well, my hiccups are.
Where do you sneeze?
From? Right here.
No, what do you do? Imitate a sneeze.
So I do what people have long said never to do.
Do you spray?
No. I pinch.
You pinch?
I pinch all the way. I seal it off.
I guess you never.
Nothing's coming out.
Your brains are going to come out of your ears.
That's what they say. They say you're going to bust your brain cells. But I'm fucking fine.
We've been together for like 8 years. I've never seen you plug your nose while you sneeze.
I don't really sneeze.
Do you do it every time?
If I'm in public, yes.
I sneeze into my shirt. I don't know what else to do.
Really?
Yeah, and I've been having sneezing fits at the gym because I think I'm allergic to some cleaner there. So I'm just sneezing into my sweaty shirt over because I don't know what to do with it.
That's insane. Booger boobs.
What are you supposed to do?
Hold pinch.
I'm not gonna pinch.
I think this is a big myth.
Off chance?
People, I think that there's a conspiracy. No one wants you pinching so you can spray and get other people sick. Yeah. This is how the cold is. This is how the cold survives. This is why we have the common cold and why it's common.
Pinch.
Everyone's afraid to pinch because they'll kill their brain cells. I've done it. I'm fine. I'm thinking clearly.
You're totally fine and balanced.
So yeah, I
guess I'd rather pinch than sneeze into my shirt. I don't know what to do.
Don't pinch. I'm so scared that I'll hurt you.
It's so scary. Yeah, I don't, because we used to.
Because you'll pinch and have a fucking brain aneurysm, and then I'm going to be like, oh, she pinched. I told her to pinch, and now she's gone.
You're more risen, because we now know you're 2,000% stronger than me.
That's true, yeah.
Because we went to the gym, and I lifted 10 pounds, and I was like, that is the hardest thing I've ever done. It was
And I was like, look what I can do.
Yeah. And I was like, how much can you? And you're like, scoot over, bitch. You didn't say that, but that's,
I felt it.
Yeah. So maybe you could withstand the pinch. I cannot.
So you're in the post office.
Yeah, I'm in the post office, and I know it's a bad idea because I have had bronchitis probably startling amount of times. Basically, until I got it very regularly. I feel like you've only seen me with bronchitis like twice.
Yeah.
You fixed me, but I'm very, you're not supposed to use cough syrup. Whatever. I know that cough syrup makes me sick, especially on an empty stomach. But he's like, I can't be coughing at the post office. So I woke up and then I took the cough syrup and I was like, this feels like you've seen me. I've thrown up and I take even Dayquil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, this was a bad idea, but I got to go do this. So I'm there and I'm kind of like, because it's not like the main, it's at the post office, but the passport part's in a different part. So it's a separate room, closed room. It's very calm and no one's talking to each other. I'm just sitting
Why
there.
would they be? That would be weird.
Well, there was like I felt like there was like families. I mean, it was like a very reverent space for. There was at least one family, but no one's talking, and I'm just like, oh, they call my name because there's no bathrooms at the post office because they don't want the junkies going in. Sorry. So, I felt like I was gonna throw up, and then I'm like, I just gotta make it like another 10 minutes. It's my turn, and I throw up. And I have nowhere to be.
What do you mean?
I threw up.
They're like 93 and you're just
Face?
like,
It had to have been. Because I was on my way up to the counter. And then I threw up in my mouth.
oh, you threw up in your
I
mouth?
threw up in my mouth.
You just tight-lipped it? You turned your mouth into a barf bag?
Yeah, because like on the plane, I threw up in my hands and the plane. But here, I couldn't do that because I have paperwork. Can't get vomit on my paperwork.
It's true. Then you have to redo it.
Yes. So I went up to the counter. I don't remember exactly, but I remember just trying to I'm not very good at charades. So I was like,
Charades?
yeah, I just wanted to sound fancy.
Okay.
I was like, I was trying to mimic mime. I was trying to mime it.
Hey, you're like on Who's Line.
Yeah, I'm just like going like this, and it's like, what the fuck? And it's like, because who's holding vomit in there? But there was no trash that I could see. So then I'm like, I got my pen and I was like, started writing.
So you have a mouthful of vomit and you're writing notes.
Well, you could call it a note, I guess.
How did you stop the more from coming? Because certainly there's a threshold of how much can fit in your mouth.
Yeah. I don't know. There is a switch. I don't want to liken it to pooping, but there is a way for, I don't know. I turned it off because... Yeah,
enough.
Now that I know it was to come, it is actually really amazing because I was holding it in, and then he's like, "Harder," and then because there's just no trash can, so he's like a big. I remember to be, like the big boys trash cans.
Right.
He like runs it around the counter, and then I'm just, sorry.
Did you?
It was.
Did you vomit more, or did you just release what was in your mouth?
That's what I mean. It's like
Okay.
I was in a placeholder. This was at the. And then I had
So more came out. Okay.
More than you could ever imagine. More than when I eat potatoes.
All right.
It was breathless. I was winded after, dead silent. And then I was like, so embarrassed. And then the people, I thought they would, give me reassuring eyes or something.
Like?
Yeah, or just like, because I offer reassuring eyes to people all the time. It was not offered to me. And then he's like, it's okay. It happens to all of us.
Did they look at you at all?
Yeah.
Just like.
Basically, I know I'm self-conscious, but who wouldn't be looking? But he's like, it happens to all of us, don't worry. Like, no, it doesn't. This has not happened to anybody in this room.
This happens to all of us.
Yeah, all of us throw up in the post office.
Never happened to anyone.
But then the guy threw up in his bin, and then he had to go back around and then do the paperwork with me. And now I understand why I look like a serial killer in my passport photo.
Yeah, because you're dying.
I was unhappy. Okay. It's all coming back.
All right.
Have you ever been embarrassed? You don't throw up. Have you been embarrassed to throw up?
The last time I remember throwing up, I had a lot of alcohol, and I don't remember going home.
You just got there.
I just remember waking up, and I was like in a snow angel of my own vomit. So I had all over the whole bed.
Picture.
If you threw up evenly across an entire bed, laid in it, and did this, like you were making a snow angel. That's what my bed was like.
I feel like I should just be here.
But this was in my early 20s, so it's okay.
But that's amazing. You didn't die. Isn't that how like the rock stars die and stuff?
Yeah.
Choking on their vomit.
And I woke up on my back, so I must have turned to the side and just sprayed it everywhere. Yeah.
Were you alarmed or was it funny?
Both.
Disgustingly
Alarmingly funny. Yeah.
Alarmingly funny.
Like I could have died. I'm covered in vomit.
Was it in Rochambeau?
Yeah.
So did you do Did you have a washing machine there?
No, we had to go to the laundromat.
So that's why you shouldn't go to the public laundromat, because
you got me washing a bed full of vomit. Yeah. I think I just threw it all away and bought new stuff.
In this case, I support that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't really have, like, my last really, truly embarrassing moment was like playing soccer as a kid.
It's like 30 years ago that you played soccer.
Yeah.
You haven't been embarrassed for 30 years?
I don't think so.
There is something weird about you. You're immune to embarrass. I don't.
Well, it's just like if something bad happens, like it sucks, but like I don't feel like shit. It's just like
not,
whatever.
Like self-loathing about it. Yeah.
I was playing soccer as a kid, and they put young fat me on goalie, which is in theory a smart decision because I'm the fattest kid.
That's true.
So I'm taking up the most
you don't even
real
have
estate.
to dive. You just exist.
Right. It's just like, if we have an unexperienced goalie as goalie, we want the fattest kid as goalie.
Sure.
Because he occupies the most real estate and a greater chance of the ball accidentally hitting him.
Very strategic.
And bouncing off. And that's exactly what happened. No. I was just like standing there not paying attention because I hate sports.
Yeah.
So I'm just like not paying attention. And this ball just pelts me right in the fucking sternum.
Oh.
And I just fall on my back and I like can't breathe. And that was embarrassing. I was embarrassed.
It was embarrassing.
I was like, oh.
But you saved it?
I did. There was an applause and a laughter. There was applause. Yeah, I mean, it was completely accidental, but it did bounce off of my body. And then I was on my back, so everyone's like worried. So the game kind of paused at that point. For all I know, it just ended. But I saved the day. It was a good decision.
I'm crying. There was applause.
I remember feeling like anger at the joy of people.
Were your parents?
It's like
proud of
I
you?
can't breathe. I've never experienced this.
Yeah.
No, of course not. They're worried.
Okay,
My
so
dad. I don't even know if my dad was there. But yeah.
So they know it wasn't a save on purpose, and they're concerned.
Right. My son accidentally got hit. Yeah. No, it's funny.
Little chunky you with your glasses, and you can't breathe.
Yeah. And everyone's just like, and it's like, I can't breathe.
You turn to Robert F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Dear
Hello,
God.
vote for me.
I'm sorry for such giggles. I could picture it so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened to Robert F. Kennedy.
Yeah, he just got hit in
The two-party system is not good enough.
He got hit in the sternum.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's all. I haven't been embarrassed since.
That might sound exaggeration to our listeners, but he doesn't. There's something. It's good. It could be used for evil.
Well, like, I'm not saying I can't be embarrassed.
But you don't get embarrassed and you don't get nervous.
Yeah, I don't really get nervous.
You don't get nervous. You're the only person I know that doesn't get nervous. So I think it's very admirable, and I try to be you. It doesn't work.
Try to be me.
Yeah, and try to. What would Diggy do? But we're too far apart on the spectrum.
I mean, I'm a little embarrassed that we haven't done an episode in a month.
I mean,
that's a long time.
I don't think. Do we have a call?
We have some calls.
Multiple?
We have some calls.
We have multiple?
I think so.
Oh.
I'll double check later.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I feel like they gave up on us. Like they're like this.
Don't give up on. We'll always do more.
Always do more, even if it's not.
Even if it's long time.
Even long.
It's just really hard to fit this into. I don't understand how people have lives. People have
Yeah.
like 17 kids and they have these full-time jobs and then they go to like I have job and gym.
That's it.
And then
And
there's
it's
no
from
there's no
home.
time for anything
Like,
else.
our schedules are very lax. We have the least amount of responsibilities, I guess, if we didn't have dogs, but
Yeah.
close to no responsibilities, no social life.
I don't know how people are doing.
I don't
Yeah,
know how they're
people will people wake up in the morning, they'll go do Pilates, then they'll go to work.
They'll drive to work.
They'll drive an hour and a half to work.
Yeah.
Then they drive an hour and a half back home. They make dinner for the kids. They put the kids to bed, and then they go get drinks with Samantha.
Yeah, they like do paint night and like show off their little paintings.
Yeah, painting with a twist, and that twist is alcohol.
Yeah.
And then they go back home and watch a movie with husband.
They have so much time.
Like here's
We
my
have the
day.
same amount of time.
I wake up, go to the gym, come back, work, go back to the gym,
Go to bed.
go to bed.
Literally.
2 things.
I do that plus dogs. Like, we don't have time to pod.
Yeah, the
we
weekend.
don't do anything. When I say we don't have friends, we don't really like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We socialize like
Very little.
maybe once a week.
Like
or
I'm
two.
going to the Super Bowl
right.
watch
and this
party
is like
today.
you're gonna go see people. So
Yeah.
We have no friends. We have family that we don't see. But it's just like, where are people finding this time?
Where is it coming from?
And we have to be like, we can't just record. You know, there's a lot of shitty podcasts out there because they got low standards.
Right.
This is, big time.
We're like,
So if
we're
we're
not
not
gonna-
feeling
yeah.
it, we're like, we can't. It's like, well, we're got to do it
not
tomorrow.
just going to record, just to record. We're only going to, if you're going to give us an hour of your time, we
Yeah.
want to give you the best of our
best.
minds.
Yeah.
Ooh, if you're going to give us an hour of our time, we want to give you the best of our minds. Oh, yeah, big time.
Ooh,
That's our slogan.
that's our slogan. We need to set up merch.
See,
See, we haven't done it for a month. It doesn't feel like that. It's midway through February.
the year's over.
I hate it. I don't think anything's changed since we last podcasted, except I go to the gym more. I run now.
Good job.
For those who don't know, I have a tendency to throw up when I run. So, and sauna, but
Yeah.
I've been doing both quite regularly.
Very proud of you.
And I'm sure the listeners are sick of listening to Sauna the podcast, but that's where we are.
It's one of the
So it's
few
like-
things that we get
that's
to
the
experience.
only time we see anyone other than each other. So it's
Yeah.
It's like comedians that have like airplane stories, and it's because they're always on airplanes.
People are getting in weird moods in the sauna.
There's been some tension in the sauna in general, which I find so strange because we go at like 6 to 8 a.m. Like
Right.
it's too early for tension. You know?
That's when all the mad people, they're mad because they got to go to work.
That's true.
That's why
But
they're
even
mad.
then, when I'm mad in the morning, I don't have enough energy for it.
That's true.
But we're in there, and a man comes in his underwear.
He comes in his underwear, and they are definitely his underwear.
Their underwear.
But it's like, first of all, it's like, what's the difference between underwear and a bathing suit? If they're boxers, if they're whitey tighties, even then you could be wearing a Speedo. What could you say?
Yeah.
Underwear is only underwear
But
because
it's
we
tight.
call it that. It's not that tight. So are bathing suits, especially when they're wet.
Yeah. I guess I just find it weird because you get real sweaty. So it's like, do you want to be soaking in?
I mean, his little pee-pee pops through a little, but like, who cares?
Does it? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
You have?
Well, he does these stretch moves, and it's like,
You've seen his pee-pee?
yeah.
Been missing out.
How dare you?
So that's probably why she's upset. No one told me that
don't-
part.
Girls
no
can
one
come
told
in.
me that part.
Girls can come in with cleave, mad mega cleave.
Yeah, but it's not a piss.
It's not a piss dick.
It's not a piss dick.
They can have their ass cheeks hanging
You've
out.
seen his dick?
Yes.
So she's not mad. Well, give context to who she is. There was a woman.
If you can't handle a little peeping through peeper, like, get over it.
I don't.
Just don't look like.
Yeah, but like you're like she's here, and he's doing his stretch. He's putting it in your face. He's moving around.
Sure, but you can
exposing,
still not
stretching.
look. You can, if you look once and notice it. You like, your mind doesn't have to turn into like
Yeah.
the battle of demons.
Well, the listener doesn't know what we're talking about.
Well, so yeah, there's this guy who comes in and he's wearing his underwear and he's sweaty and there's a woman in the sauna who doesn't like this. And so she decides she's going to speak up and say something. I don't even know what she said.
Like, oh, you're still doing this again kind of thing. Or like you're still wearing those.
Oh, it's you again wearing your underwear in the sauna.
Yeah.
And then here's how he should have responded. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Because what can you say back to that?
Or my body, my choice.
But what he did say was different.
Yeah, he took it. She initiated. She started this confrontation, but he took it to 11. He's been waiting. It's like those people, people that are like armed and they like don't want the Civil War to start, but like they want a reason. They want a reason to use their guns. It's like he's like been waiting to go off on her.
For years.
And
actually for years.
Yeah, so he's like, he's ready. He's not mad. He's like,
oh, it's you again. I've been coming here for 12 years, and the only person who's ever said anything is this lady, huh? This Karen, this sauna Nazi. Am I right? Does anyone else care? That's what he said. And literally almost verbatim.
And then he does this like glad. It's not glad, but he just like points around.
Trying to rile up the crowds.
Yeah,
there's like 7 people.
Any of you care? And I thought I spoke up, but you said I wasn't audible. 'Cause I said I could think of being a little intense, but he didn't hear me. I guess
he did not hear you.
Which was my version.
And this guy, he looks like Zarko from Scooby Doo, the magician villain guy.
Was a magician?
He was a magician named. Look up Zarko, Scooby.
Zarko's not Scooby. Scooby. Okay.
Yeah, he looks like Zarko. Yeah,
like this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you took off the hat and put this guy in a sauna, that's what he looks like.
Zarko, the sauna man.
So yeah.
And he was so like, he's like, does this bother anybody or whatever?
No, I mean, I just looked at him and didn't say anything because, like, I don't want to. First of all, you're both insane.
Yeah, like I don't want any. Just you guys, you do you.
Like the woman shouldn't care, and you shouldn't care that she cares.
Because he's like up in her grill, she's sitting, and he's like, what?
But he keeps calling her the sauna Nazi, and then which that's not even like a clever insult.
That's the worst. He kept being like, everyone at the front desk calls you the sauna. Everyone calls you the sauna Nazi. Like it's like so witty.
Like you just took the Seinfeld soup Nazi thing.
Yeah.
Replaced soup with sauna.
Which he probably doesn't even watch Seinfeld anyway. So he's just taking a cultural reference he doesn't even understand and replaced it. And he just kept saying, and I was like, I know who you are in high school because he's being a bully.
Yeah. But like in a shitty way.
And I was like, why the fuck does he keep saying the front desk people? You later found out that he's
a trainer there.
He's a trainer there. He's a trainer at the gym. Very unprofessional.
But he's calling her the sauna Nazi, and I'm just thinking like, why can't you think of something more clever?
Yeah.
Like as soon as we get in the car, I'm like,
you had like 7 ready to go.
I'm like Saddam Hussein, Sana Hussein, Osama bin Laden.
Musanolini.
Yeah, you could go plenty of ways.
You would get a standing ovation from the sauna.
If somebody said Osama bin Laden, I would have been like, fuck her. Yeah,
she is Osama bin Laden.
She sucks. Yeah, you're right. Take off your panties.
Yeah. Instead, everyone's quiet except one girl's with her mom.
That's right. Yeah.
And she's like, I think they're flattering. I was like, that's not the question. Like,
wait, were they flattering?
Well, I don't know. Are they?
I don't know.
Either it's like that's not the question. The question is if he's in underwear and if he should be in by her.
If it's appropriate.
So if it's appropriate, and she's like, well, if you look good in them, you can, or whatever.
Right.
But it's like, what do you like? This is how he's gotten away with everything in his life because you have the girl that's like, I think they're flattering, and then he's empowered by the. It's like someone needs to beat the shit out of that guy.
That's true.
Not a proponent
he honestly didn't even seem to acknowledge her, weirdly enough, which he should have. He should have been like, yeah,
come with me. Look at my pee-pee sticking. I can't believe you've seen it.
I mean,
am I approved?
It's just a little. It's just a little peep. It's like a little. It's like a.
I guess I would just never look because it feels like a threat.
It's like if you put a wet napkin over. What are those little cut up sausages in the can? They're not Vienna sausages because they're slices.
Hot dogs.
Are there sliced hot dogs in cans?
Probably not.
Look up hot dog slice can.
Hot dog slice can? Review slot dog hot dog slicing tool. Like those?
So there's beanie weenie. Yeah, they're like the beanie weenies.
Beanie weenie.
Like the slices and the beanie weenies.
Okay, so like you put a napkin over that?
Like a wet napkin over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like a big deal.
And why none of the men spoke up? They're all like, "Give me some more of that beanie weenie."
Yeah, give me your
napkin.
beanie weenie Franken beanies.
And he's driving, which I'm not a car person. I'm not a car person. I still don't care about cars, but I've become a little bit of a judgmental. Because he's like, this motherfucker drives a Ford Bronco. I know what he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I do. It says everything I need to know. And it's not inherently bad
The
to
Ford
have
Bronco
one.
is at Ford they were like, what do we do to update the Ford Bronco and they were like, see that Yeti cooler? Let's just put wheels on that and make it big.
Yeah,
The Ford Bronco looks like a Yeti cooler.
it does. And that's what he
I don't know what
drives.
that look is. It's like those Stanley cups that are popular.
Yeah.
Like if I see someone with a Stanley cup, I know not to talk to them.
No. Even though it's
Because-
probably just swag from their company.
Well, no, they're like really expensive. They're no better than like any insulated vacuum sealed tumbler.
What if I just get one to spite you? Is that the kind of marriage we have?
I hope not.
I'm just kidding. Beanie weenie. I didn't know it was spelled like that. Sorry. I just finally saw the can of beanie weenie you referenced. Yeah, they don't need to know. We went to a different gym than we normally go to. I was a little hesitant. But it's like such good vibes in the sauna. Everyone knows each other. Everyone's like super. Like, I want to be in this.
This is in a very working class neighborhood.
Yeah. Much better people.
Much better people.
They're not
much
like
better
entitled
people.
shit kids. They're just like, they know everyone's birthdays and nephews are coming to.
Like someone could walk in naked and it would just be like, "Yo, how's it going?" And everyone would be having a great
And you
time.
just like
in there.
hug.
Yeah.
It was.
Like some guy starts talking and somebody asks him like, "How you doing?" And he's like, "Great, my son's coming back
After 5 years.
after 5 years in Virginia." And some lady's like, "That's great. Ronnie's gonna be so like they all know each other."
She was like pumped.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm so excited for you. And it was like,
She was like, "Yes." Yeah.
it wore off. And it was very contagious. I felt very nice there.
It was a wonderful time. And then I don't know, they're talking about going to Ross and getting gym bags, and they're talking about how people think that he's Middle Eastern, but he doesn't know, so he wants to get a DNA test.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, he's just like, are you Samoan?
Oh, yeah.
That's how that started.
Right.
So he wasn't even like, where are you from? He's like, are you Samoan? And he's like, no. He's like, well, people think I'm Middle Eastern or something. I know some people get offended with like the, where are you from?
What are you?
Yeah, what are you? Like, it can be a sensitive subject, certainly. For me, I don't care. But it has become, like, in the last, 2 months, I've been getting it a lot.
You have.
And it's like, I've had Croatian.
So he asked where your accent's from, and you're like, "Oh, I'm from
No, I
Utah."
got two. And one
And I
time-
understand, but this one in particular, he's like, what's your accent from? And you're like, "I'm from Utah." And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were like Croatian."
Yeah. And he's like, do you even know? And I think he even followed that up with like, I don't even necessarily know what a Croatian
Right.
looks like.
"Oh, I thought you were Croatian." "I don't know what that means, but I thought that you were that."
Yeah, and then another person at the dog park asked he's like, so where's your accent from? And I was like, Utah County. He's like, I have like an Australian friend and you kind of sound like her. And I was like, I love Australia. I love our Australian brothers. But like,
But you don't sound
coulda had
nothing
less-
about your accent sounds.
none. Just people.
No. I was turning left in my
Turning
white car. I put my white car into the. I was turning left into the. I was turning right in my white car. You know?
For years, we've been practicing this accent.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll just be in the car.
Yeah.
You'll just be like,
White
car. I was turning left in my white car.
Because the
Car.
sentences go up.
Yeah.
And everything's a question.
You know?
So I don't have that. And
No.
Someone else is like, are you Latin American? It's like, what is... I don't take offense to it. Maybe it's just trying to place my context, but I find the compulsion to just... It's almost like a... Maybe it does bother me. I don't know. Just like a kind of like demanding, like that they feel entitled is too heavy of a word. But it's like they need to know now. Like
I just don't understand what that does for someone.
I don't know.
Like after that, what do you have?
Right.
Like let's say he's like, I thought you were Croatian, and you were like, oh, I am. Okay.
I've always wanted to marry a Croatian.
Now what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it could make sense if you're like, my family's from Australia. Find some sort of common ground. But there's no common ground. There's never common ground. I don't know. I find it... Yeah, it's weird to be a puzzle. I feel like
Yeah, that
I'm a
is
visual
weird.
puzzle, but I've never known my voice to be a puzzle. But yeah, someone else said I sound like I'm from New York. I have the most I feel like Utah is the most neutral.
Utah isn't an accent. Like
That's what it's a lack of an accent.
right, like
So I feel like
anyone who doesn't have an accent sounds like
is
they're from Utah.
Yeah.
And any Utah like that's not an accent.
It started kind of make me wonder, am I like talking in an accent? Didn't Madonna start talking in a British accent or something?
She did.
I'm like, am I like emulating an accent when I go out and about? Am I a different
I would
person?
tell you. I'd be like, what are you you're talking with a fucking British accent. Why are you doing this?
Yeah. I don't know. I just find that interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why the people in the technically the worst gym are in so much better of a mood.
Lovely. Lovely people.
And also like in the nice side of town gym.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on. People are starting to wear Axe body spray.
They're starting
again.
to?
Yes. I don't think that people have just been consecutively wearing Axe body spray from like 2005 to now.
I don't feel like I've smelled it since I was...
But these kids are coming to the gym and they are just like a cloud of body
so
spray
it's
smell.
kids. It's not men?
It's kids, yeah.
No men are wearing cologne.
I don't
so
think
much
so.
as, like the
Well,
youngsters.
the men are wearing cologne.
They're wearing cologne.
The kids are wearing this Axe body spray.
To the gym?
To the gym.
Huh. What is... Yeah, I don't... That smell I just associate that with junior high.
Right.
It seems really disorienting to smell out of context.
It's insane. It's so strong. It's so disorienting. And it's so foolish. Who are you tricking into thinking that that's just how you smell?
Right.
With cologne, too. No one's ever smelled someone wearing a cologne and been like, he smells good. His cologne smells good.
Like he's masking something.
Right. I think it's
Yeah, I
okay
don't-
for women to wear a scent. Because
Yeah.
it's a very feminine thing to do.
It just smells nice.
It's like, I like flowers and candy, and I want to smell like that. But like for a man, tell me what the fuck you smell like when you use
Pine.
CK1.
Yeah.
What do you smell like? And even then, Axe body spray. I'm using Mountain Anger Mist. Like,
I
you
wonder-
smell like that? What are the Axe? Look up Axe body spray. Go to their website. I'm
Axe
curious
body
to see
spray
like what kind
flavors.
of flavors they have still.
Daily and body. Aqua
Like-
Bermeoge. Aqua Bermaget. What?
Bergamo. Aqua Bergamo. Blue Lawrence. What does that
Blue.
say?
Where? Black lavender?
Blue lavender.
Oh, blue lavender, black vanilla, spice latte, fire santal, purple patchouli,
Like no one
royal
knows.
pineapple, pure
Green
coconut,
geranium?
green geranium, male, Apollo XL, Apollo, golden mango, aqua bergamo. What do the reviews for the aqua bergamo say?
Green geranium?
They all have like 4.8.9. Stop it. Stop it, pop-ups. I just want to see if anyone's like, I got
What
laid.
is bergamo? Bergamo. It's an orange.
Huh.
No one knows that though.
Too strong scent. The scent is very, very strong. So strange that you need to open window. I'm gonna like actually. It may be overkill, but I'm gonna go through. Sometime we're gonna do a segment of some reviews I've gone through, because I bet there's some real good gems in here. Also, this says a 4.6 on the whatever, you know. Oh, never mind. It is a 4.6.
What is the premium? What's the difference between the premium?
The Golden Mongo.
Yeah, what qualifies acts as a premium body spray?
I don't know.
And it's not really a spray, it's a mist.
Yeah, I don't know if I've...
Pure coconut. You can't call it pure, because that is not pure coconut.
Yeah, I promise it's not pure coconut.
So, like, these scents, you're not tricking anyone into thinking that this is just how you smell.
Yeah, male smells like alcohol, denat, hydrofluorocarbon, 152A butane, isobutane, zinc, neodecanonic, perfume, and propane.
Like you're spraying propane and butane all over your stupid adolescent body.
You're trying to... You can't blame the adolescence. That's part of being an adolescent.
Trying to smell like something that isn't real?
I don't know. I think it worked on me.
You think this works on you?
I don't know. I don't think I ever liked it, but I felt like I was left out. No boys liked me, so it's probably some sort of like... These are...
Should I start wearing Axe body spray?
Yes. No, but I think there isn't there's like something like, oh, cool guys smell like cleaner, Pine Sol. No, I don't know.
Well, either way, going into the men's locker room and just smelling like all these teens wearing body spray and men putting on their cologne for work. What do you stop? You
that's
no.
Really, maybe that's why I'm sneezing all the time.
It probably is
because I don't smell anything in general.
Right.
Because I haven't smelled this Axe body spray, and you say it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's probably making me sneeze, but I can't smell it.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
I don't know. I don't, for the record, I don't want that to happen. I'm just trying to psychoanalyze. I felt rejected as a teenage girl, so I'm trying to piece it all together. And I think it's like one of those things where it's like I don't think I've ever liked it, but it's like, did I tell myself I liked it? Did I tell myself I saw a dead body?
We don't know. There's no way to know.
Yeah, I don't know. The men's room sounds, I guess the girls' room smells, but it smells nice because they're all floral.
Well, it's like the scents that girls want are like natural scents for the most part. Like, I want to smell like lavender.
Passion fruit.
Right, yeah. Guys are like, I want to smell like dragon.
Propane.
Dragon cinnamon butane.
Dragon dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Axe body spray dragon dick. Dragon dick. Yeah.
I did see my first female naked body in the ladies' room the other day.
Oh. How was it?
Not great. I was so like sweaty from the sauna because my head gets really crazy with
the heat.
Like I get really disoriented. I'm barely alive when I'm walking in the locker room. So like walked in there and I didn't know what to do. She was, older, 50s or something. I didn't know. I don't know what to do so often. And
you don't have to do anything.
I don't know because I don't want to. I want her. I don't know. I want her to feel comfortable. So I don't want to like.
By even feeling that way, you're making her feel less comfortable. You shouldn't even consider her.
I don't want to dramatically avert my gaze because then it's like.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, you're not allowed to be in here and do that, but I don't want to look at her, but I want her to feel welcome. I have no idea what I did, but it definitely wasn't the right thing to do. Like, I have a hard time in there. Speaking of adolescence, I'm like a little teenage boy in there. I'm so scared of the girls. And then, like, I bumped into, like, a really beautiful woman. I wasn't watching where I was going. And I walked into a stunningly beautiful girl. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's fine. And I was like,
she like danced around you. It's okay.
And I felt like a 14-year-old boy, like a girl smiled at me. Because I'm so scared in there of the women that like anytime someone's nice to me, it's like, I'm going to go write in my diary about it. And leave her notes in her locker or something.
It's definitely a different time in the women's locker room.
Yeah.
Than it is in the men's.
it smells nicer. And
Like you get to see naked women.
I saw one naked woman, and yeah,
I get to see like
Oh, you do see a
naked.
lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you?
No, no one. Basically, like I think for every 5-year increment under the age of 70, your chances of seeing one of those people in that age bracket naked decreases substantially.
Right.
So eventually you get to a point where basically anyone under 30 who's naked in the men's locker room is a gay man.
Right.
And great.
Awesome.
But as you get older, the nudity increases.
Yeah. We got a lot of old guys in the morning, so you see a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the old guys.
And they don't care. They walk around like even
They own the place.
the younger people, while it's much less common, they're brief. You know, taking
Yeah.
off pants.
Yeah.
You know, old guys just like walk out of the shower, just like. It's gonna be a warm day today. Got to go by the post office. Last time I was there, some girl threw up. And he's just naked
Sorry.
talking about this.
I didn't know where that was, and I was like, he saw someone at the post office. Oh, I threw it.
Now, you saw me.
That was
Yeah.
the joke. That was the joke.
But yeah, it's just like mostly old men naked. But yeah, it's not like I'm not trying to make them feel comfortable. Like
Think of what my lot in life is. If I'm more like, this is my daily. I just want everyone to feel comfortable, and by doing so, I'm making everyone feel uncomfortable. I don't know. I just didn't want her to feel embarrassed, so I don't know what I
would.
did.
She doesn't feel embarrassed. Like
But I don't know.
things are fine.
Nothing's fine.
It's like you don't have to worry about the other people in the locker room.
Yeah.
And other people in the locker
I'll
room.
just pretend to be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put on your me mind mask.
Yeah, me mind mask and
But yeah, and the people who, if you're worried about how you smell, don't worry about how you
we
smell.
don't know. Maybe people do smell bad and they need to mask it.
They could smell bad, but if you're smelling bad, it's likely somewhere at the gym. If not, like, if you just smell bad, like, go back to the drawing board, rethink something.
Something's
Like, but the
stop
scent of
eating
the scent of a
asparagus.
human, like, we've always smelled like people.
Yeah, we're it's in our genes. I gotta get rid of this hot dog slice can on my monitor. I keep looking down and they're sliced and it like feels.
You've had this up the whole time.
And I keep.
You've just been staring at
and
this.
I keep looking down at this one. Do you see my screen?
My God.
I keep glancing down at that and I hate it. It makes me feel so gross. Yet I did not consider closing my screen once.
Yeah, just close that out. Go back to Zarko.
There we go. Yeah, we're programmed to like the smells of people
Of people.
since the beginning of time.
It's not like humans have been like just like repulsed by each other
Right.
for thousands and thousands and millions of years. And then over the last 50, finally Axe body spray figured it out.
Right. And they're like, we've solved it.
Yeah.
No, just another
Dinosaur dick cinnamon. Yeah.
it's just another modern invention to make money that's well, how many things do we have that we don't need? Most things we don't need, but we think we need them because,
It's like I don't know. I feel like the more progress there is, just the dumber we get. You got this Apple Vision Pro thing.
yeah.
Very dumb.
Yikes.
We're never going to get anywhere with that. That's not going to not be a big giant thing on your head. Ever.
You're always going to look like a douchebag.
They're
Even
like,
if it
well,
gets-
we'll make the chips smaller and they'll make like, okay,
yeah.
quantum computing.
I hope in 5 years we're not wearing them and then someone's playing this clip and they're like, you fuckers thought it wasn't the future.
You know how I know that we won't be? Because fucking PlayStation made theirs like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's still the same.
Mine is
The
a
Apple
little big.
Vision Pro is just a little bit better
Yeah.
than the PlayStation.
5 times the probably more than that.
Right. For 5 times the price.
Substantial.
Like, until we get to quantum computers, like they can't make the chips any smaller. And even then, we're limited by the optics and the batteries and There's so many other components to this. It's never not going to be a block on your head.
And didn't you say there was a ad with like a girl playing piano or something, and the mom was like watching through her?
Yeah, one of the ads is this girl playing piano like on her grandfather's lap, and it's very cute. And the mom is watching this all take place. Like, it's not like, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the mom isn't like in another country watching this through her. No, she is there just watching it through her Vision Pro.
She's watching Netflix in one screen, and then she's present for her daughter learning piano.
That's
from
not a
very
good
fleeting childhood.
We don't want that world.
We don't want to promote this. We're already divided enough, and like physically divided. We don't need it. Stop making things we don't need. We don't need Axe, and we don't need Vision Body Pro.
We don't need that.
We don't need it. And no
It's like,
yeah.
Like, again, 10 years from now, that's not going to be any different. It'll maybe be a little small. It'll be like 5% smaller. Like, look at your phone. Look at your phone. If you're listening to the podcast, if you're watching on YouTube, pull out your phone and look at it. Then on your phone, Google image search iPhone 2007. Guess what looks the exact same? They're the same.
Your phone.
If anything, it's bigger now.
Yeah.
It's not like this stuff. How old is it? 2007 to now? What's that? 27,000 years.
27,409.
How long?
15?
15 years
Is
ago.
it? What year is it? 14? What year is it? Fuck. 2024 minus.
So that was, that I put equals. So that was 17
years ago.
17 years.
Good God.
Your iPhone hasn't changed. It can do a little more stuff.
Yeah, and it got rid of a button.
The cameras are better.
But like the hardware, like what you interact with.
But the form factor hasn't, like, it's not like this is a hologram shooting out of our retinas.
Yeah, should be.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
Apple Vision Pro in 17 years, it will basically be a brick on your head.
Yeah, unless it's in your brain. That's a different product.
Right. That's a different thing.
Isn't that like Elon's killing monkeys product? Something.
But like, I don't know. I feel like we used to be so good at making stuff.
Yeah, beautiful craftsmanship.
Like old cars. Like old cars, they look like someone made them.
Right. And they put their heart and soul into the design and manufacturing.
I was like looking through, are you familiar with the Mauretania? The Mauretania?
No.
It's a ship.
Not a car. A ship.
It's a ship that look up Mauretania. I don't know. Look up Mauretania ship. I don't know how to spell this.
Mauretania ship. What is this article?
So click on that second picture there.
This one?
Yeah. Look at that thing.
That's cool.
Look at those fucking rivets all the way up that sharp front edge. I mean, people built this.
Yeah.
People made this.
That's actually pretty sick. Look at the Mauretania.
I mean, if you look at a cruise ship now,
oh yeah,
they look like floating 80s condo buildings. They don't look good.
And they can't contain the poop. Yeah, what year is the Mauretania? 19 something. When is?
Yeah, look up, pull up this picture here of a cruise ship. This is like a fancy cruise ship now.
Oh, the Seven Seas Explorer.
Like that looks like a condo building.
Yeah, condo Scientology building.
Like it doesn't look like a marvel of
10,000 per night.
Yeah, this is an insanely expensive.
Ew.
Like
it's ugly.
It looks all
it's
like
gaudy.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
This is the best we have to offer. The Mauretania, however, I mean, my God, it looked amazing.
The Mauretania interior. Yeah, that's built with love. I still can't believe they could make things back then.
It is beyond gorgeous what they've done.
What got you on the topic of Mauretania?
Well, I was just thinking about how people are wearing Axe body spray.
Yeah.
Wearing Vision Pros. Things aren't getting that much better. They're getting worse.
We just need to keep making ships. We should make old ships. Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared of being on bridges because every time the world. I'm like, why are buildings falling down all the time? Why aren't boats sinking all the time?
A church just collapsed.
Really?
I don't know where, but somewhere.
I feel like it should be happening every day.
It should, yeah.
Like, they didn't know anything back then, but they did. They knew all the math. They knew all the math to make it structurally sound.
I mean, those old bridges are all still up.
Yeah. The Mauretania.
Our new bridges, you're having to rebuild them every 5 years.
It's true, and you got to get funding, and everyone fights about it. No. The Mauretania, and then we get on the Mauretania. I don't even know how to say it. Like, all of it, like, I mean, we don't like Christopher Columbus in this country, of course, and he didn't discover America. But, like, how crazy is it that they found anything? They just went in the ocean and followed the stars? I don't know.
Yeah, they just...
And then they just, like, found, like...
Hey, look, there's stars. Let's go that way. And they did it, and they found America.
Like, I can't find Costco with GPS that's literally telling me where to go. And they're just like, the stars.
Insane.
It's incredible.
And then 100 years later, they're building the Mauretania.
Yeah.
Which is, that thing is perfect. It is perfect. Go back to that other website that...
The cruise ship?
No, the one with the... There, yeah. Like, click on that first picture. Like, holy shit.
That's tight.
That's them. You can barely see the people.
Right.
That's how big it is.
They work together.
And they made that.
Yeah.
They made that. It's perfect, and they made it.
They made it.
They didn't have computers and schematics.
No. My mom always talks about how I went to space with like basically the calculator.
Well, maybe.
Well, we pretended to go to space with a calculator.
I love how people act like it's crazy that maybe we didn't go.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we didn't, but it's not crazy to think that it was.
Yeah. Prove to me.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's not fucking insane.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. It's a little far. Look at the fucking vehicle that they went to space in.
Yeah.
Look at what we go in there into space with now.
But
like
it's, it's
like categorically different kinds of vehicles. The other one wasn't airtight. There's no way. There's no way that what they went to space with was airtight the first time.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It's just not crazy to think maybe we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, the government has done crazier things than pretending to go to space.
Right.
So we're not saying it didn't happen. Or that it did. We're not taking a stance on the moon here. Oh yeah, big time. We don't know.
The stance is, who knows?
I'm agnostic. I am moon landing agnostic.
Right. Yeah.
I wasn't there. Is anything real? I don't know.
Prove it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, being alive back then, you got some cool. You got to see humans figure out some stuff.
Yeah, they weren't wasting their money on Axe body spray.
Which, how did they know about anything? How did we know anything?
I think about
then?
this all the time. I don't take the time to actually learn, but I think about this all the time.
It's insane.
How did anyone?
I don't know. I got some alert and was reading some article about how in 2024 all the there's 17-year cicadas, and then there's 100-year I don't know
Lots
these actual numbers, but different kinds of cicadas are all going to emerge at the same time. In a culmination of cicada terror that's happening in 2024.
It's terrifying.
It hasn't happened in a long time, but it's happened before. How did they know that this was going to happen? Or did they literally think a biblical prophecy was taking place before them?
I didn't. I saw you wrote cicadas in the notes. It's one of those things you think you know. Well, probably people do. It's something I thought I knew. I thought they were the same as locusts. So I was like, there's going to be a fuck ton of cicadas.
I don't even know what a locust looks like.
I don't know. But they're different.
They're all grasshoppers to me.
Because cicadas aren't damaging to the ecosystem. I thought all the crops were going to be gone. They're just gross. They come and have babies and stuff because they're about to die. So they know on their biological timer, they come up 17 years towards the end of life.
Where the hell are they all these years?
Underground eating tree sap shit.
Why do they stay down there?
Because they don't need to come up here because there's predators, so it's safer underground.
When they all come up, we should just kill them all.
I thought so, but I don't now because I think they're amazing. I think it's so cool.
It's not worth all this, though.
But I watched.
If they don't do anything good and they don't do anything bad, they're invisible.
I think
Let's get rid of the
do
cicadas.
something for the ecosystem.
They all come up in certain intervals. It's the perfect chance to just blast them to nothing.
Yeah.
Get rid of cicadas.
But I was listening because I was like, what do they sound like? Because I know it's loud.
Right.
Because when I was like, what does it sound like in the olden days? Because, yeah, you think of a biblical, I don't know, hellstorm. This is one cicada, which I feel bad they're holding it, but whatever. I'm sorry. But that's just the sound. I'm sorry, dear listeners. That's the sound of one. You know what I mean?
Right. Multiply that times like 400 billion.
Yeah. But then people listen to it though. Like people, this is 500,000 views to fall asleep to this sound.
This is lasers. This isn't cicadas.
Yeah, in the olden days, how would you not think you wouldn't think it's a little bug. You would think
Zing, zing. Yeah, I would
aliens,
think, yeah,
future
absolutely.
technology, dinosaurs. It would be, I don't know how there's not more like ancient texts about how frightening the sound of the cicadas were. Because it's terrifying and also just a real headache. They don't have AirPods. They can't noise cancel those out. What a terrible terror. So yeah, I guess we could wipe them out.
Get rid of them. We don't need them. They're not doing anything good.
I came to appreciate them, you know.
That's fine, but like it's not worth that noise.
Yeah, people find comfort in it. I don't know. I think we should be worried about those people.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I don't like cicadas. I want to kill them all. But one thing I do like is when people guess what we saw. That's right. I'll say it again. We saw something, and this is your opportunity to guess what that thing is to win a $500 Visa gift card. You're going to piece together all of the answers, all of the things we've said that it is and it isn't. And if you can guess what we saw, then that's good.
Yeah.
So this week, we have a question.
Okay.
We have one guess.
All right.
Since the last episode. Is that right? Yeah, we have one guess. And this is from George.
Aw.
Thank you, George.
Thank you, George. I feel like George doesn't get enough love.
Our favorite.
He's our favorite.
George asks a question. And that question is it a quadruped?
What is
A
that?
quadruped.
Is it like
I'm
an
guessing
animal
it's a
with 4
thing with
legs?
4 feet. I guess we have to know for sure what this is. You look up what is a quadruped.
Yeah.
Q-U-A-R...
I don't have to spell it right. It'll
Q-U-A-D-R-U-P-E-D.
quadruped. I guess it does matter how I spell because I spelled quadruped.
And it got quadriplegic.
Quadruped, an animal with 4 feet. Okay,
Okay, so we know what it is now.
So we can answer.
Well, George.
Interesting question, George.
Hang on, we have to deliberate. All right, so after much deliberation, after going back and forth, doing some research, looking at the evidence, we have decided that the answer to the question, is it a quadruped, is no. No.
No.
No. It's not a quadruped.
But also, what an advanced word.
It's an advanced word, and it took a lot, because I don't want to say any more.
We can't say more.
But that was a hard one to answer.
That was a hard one. That was a good guess from our favorite son.
So thank you,
We have no
George.
daughters.
No women listen to a podcast. Or at least they don't talk to us if they do.
Yeah. Is that our only guess?
That's our only guess this week.
All right.
So, or this month. But we're not done with engagement.
We're not done.
Before we continue, I would like to invite you in this present moment, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment to express what this episode has meant to you. And give us a like. Hit that notification bell.
And if you already subscribed to us, log into your work email or something.
And do it again.
Give us a fake one. We don't care.
whatever you do, please give us more likes and
Yeah,
subscribes.
take more of your time up on this limited time on Earth.
And if you're watching, if you're listening through a podcast app, give us a review
5
there.
stars only.
Only if it's 5 stars. If you have something bad to say, don't say it at all.
Yeah, take it up with
The
us.
fuck did your mom tell you?
Take it up with us. If you don't like us,
Call us. Tell us why.
Yeah, let's make amends. I'll do anything.
So,
Yeah.
but in addition to guessing, you can also give us a call, like we've said many times before. 802-870-6928. 802-870-6928. 802-870-6928.
You should make a song for the soundboards.
802-870-6928.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's right.
Feels right.
Do we have calls? The answer is yes, we do have one call.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and play that.
All right.
Hey, DJ and Leah, this is your joint favorite and joint least favorite caller and listener. I'm happy to be in any place in your books.
Thank you.
I just wanted to reflect one more time on the smashing of plates that Leah, or any equipment that Leah was going to get her stress out by doing. And I sent you guys a podcast to listen to, episode 515, and listen at about 15 minutes and 30 seconds. And there's a whole thing about smashing plates. My mother is Greek, and so we used to do it when we were kids. We'd smash plates, and I learned that it isn't necessarily an ancient tradition. Maybe it was made in the 1960s, but there used to be quite a few plate smashing and cup smashing manufacturers in Thessaloniki, which is it's the second largest city in Greece. And now there's only one, so I guess it's gone down in popularity, but it was a fun thing to do. So maybe just get your plates out the cupboard and smash them up in your living room. That'll be fun to watch. Anyway, have a good one. Take care.
Well, I've seen this before in like movies where they'll be like Mazel Tov and they'll break the plates. I don't know what the Greeks say, but
Should
something
we listen
similar.
to the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
I guess we can't have them hear we would never endorse another podcast.
We don't endorse this podcast.
So we're not going to share this podcast.
And oh yeah, big time. We want you listening to nothing else.
This is an abusive relationship.
If we've skipped a week, then you get to skip having
you don't open your
anything to listen
podcast app
to.
for a month.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
you see that notification.
All right, we're going to
But
listen.
we'll make one exception for this.
Well, yeah.
So we are going to listen to this, and you're going to just deal with that. But we don't want you to hear another podcast. So let's just... All right.
We have learned some things.
So we've learned some things about plate smashing in
You've
Greece.
seen the movies,
Right.
but I didn't know there's like this whole, like he was saying on the call, there's this whole economy, or there's a bigger economy of
There's a whole industry of
broke.
fake plates
Yeah.
made just to smash.
Is it fake if it still serves as a surface to hold?
I think so. If its primary purpose is to be broken, and the plate material is made in such a way that it is made for the best optimal break, you know, because you don't want a plate that just like breaks in half. That's no fun. You don't want it to break into too many pieces because that's too messy and scary.
It's got to be optimal.
So it's got to be made to be broken.
They mentioned in restaurants, people like, what a dangerous environment to have restaurants scare the shit out of you. It should only be done out of anger, not celebrate. You can celebrate.
I
with
would
a
like to
broken
do it.
plate.
As a matter of fact, we've got some plates we're going to smash.
But I'm not mad.
You don't have to be mad, but we're going to
I don't
smash
wanna
these
smash a
plates.
plate.
We're going to smash
We're
these
gonna
plates.
smash a plate.
Take a plate. These are, what's this brand? Corel?
Yeah.
These are Corel plates, and we're going to break one.
I think this is a brand that my mom really likes.
That's a very sturdy plate.
Yeah, that wasn't very satisfying, was it? Do you need to throw harder? Get mad. Get mad at those cicadas.
Goddamn cicadas! I mean, what the fuck is this made out of?
Maybe we should keep these plates because they're extremely sturdy.
No, God damn it, I want to break this fucking plate.
So you are mad now.
What do I gotta do? Ah! I mean, this thing is bouncing.
Are we sure it can break?
I've never seen anything like this.
What do we do? This is...
See, they have to be made to be broken.
Okay, so there was cause for this. I guess my mom likes this brand for a reason because
This is
an
insane.
indestructible plate. I think there's nothing we can do. It won't break.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
Like, I'm throwing this as hard as I can.
Yeah, we should get in.
All right, one more time. Mazel tov! All right, that broke. That broke.
Oh my God. That is so many.
That made that really shattered.
I thought
That's glass.
is it?
That's like straight up glass. How did that survive those other throws?
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
No.
You have to break a plate. You break the plate.
to.
Break the plate.
No.
Throw it as hard as you can on the ground.
If you're 2,000% stronger,
Throw it on the ground.
No.
Break the plate.
No.
Break the
No.
plate. All you have
I
to
don't
do
want to.
is
I
throw
have to
it on the ground.
hard.
Throw it hard.
No, this way.
That way.
Do you think I can do it?
You got to throw it as hard as you can.
As hard as I can.
As hard as you can.
No.
I had to throw it very hard. And
But
feel.
it shatters. I thought it would break into like 4 pieces.
Feel the joy. Feel the joy. Break the plate. Break the plate. Break the plate. Yay!
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 Get out my anger and my joy. No.
Throw it the fucking. Yes! Yes!
Oh my God.
That was fun. You're a new
I've
person.
never felt alive. This alive.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Well, take a picture.
We should have worn eye protection. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna film this because we can't like show. This is absolutely insane.
Like literally, like I thought it would be
I thought it would be
5 times.
I thought it would be
size.
7 pieces of plate that have broken too.
It is like this is gonna. We can never come back here.
We have to shut.
This is
We have to
insane.
shut this down.
This is the last episode of Oh Yeah Big Time.
Thank you for making this happen. We've really enjoyed it so
Yeah.
far.
David seems to like the podcast, but he has unintentionally also ended it because we
Getting out. I'm wearing socks. Getting out of here is going to be painful.
I'm closer to the door. I can get you out.
Okay.
Let me save you. I am alive. Like I want to go fight somebody.
Hey, it worked. Thanks, listener David.
David.
You have given a new. I hope not a new outlet. Yeah, but
I screamed.
I think we have to wrap up because we have to go to the Super Bowl party
Oh,
to go see that.
Is there? Who's the 49ers?
I literally have no idea.
Isn't there drama with? Weren't they grouping texting us about Taylor Swift or something?
Oh yeah, Taylor Swift is on one of the teams. I think.
She's playing the football.
Yeah, something's happened
What
with her.
is that? She's some Biden.
No, she's dating.
She's David. The Kelce.
What's the? She's dating Kelce.
She's dating Kelce. But what did they say? They're like at
Travis Kelce. Yeah.
She's gonna declare her.
Well, no, like the far right, Vivek Ron Swanson or whatever the fuck his name is. He's on Twitter, and I'll pull up the tweet here. But yeah, he's on Twitter, and he's like trying to become a prophet.
What? I don't know about this because I just saw that text and I wasn't sure if it was compelling.
He says,
enough.
I wonder who is going to win the Super Bowl next month. And I wonder if there's a major presidential endorsement coming from an artificially, culturally propped up couple this fall. Just some wild speculation over here. Let's see how it ages over the next 8 months.
He does want to sound like a prophet.
That's what he wants.
And let's not like a bold, claim.
Taylor Swift already endorsed Joe Biden last time.
Right. That's what right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She baked cookies for him.
Really?
Look up Taylor Swift
made him cookies?
Biden cookies.
Taylor Swift Biden. Oh, God, that's not a good sound. Cookies?
Yeah, look at it. Like,
Wow.
she made fucking Biden cookies.
That's a bigger deal than a concert or a
That's
football.
really weird. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, maybe that should be the headline.
Like, you can say I'm voting for Joe Biden and not bake Joe Biden cookies.
It's like a blue frosting, but then she wrote Harrison. Feels passive aggressive. You can't see Harris, right?
Yeah, no, you can't.
But it says Harris.
And like, what did she do?
She made cookies.
Did she eat those? Did she eat those
she
Biden
ate away
cookies?
his chances at election.
But yeah, she's already endorsed.
So what's the problem? They think she's gonna
do it again
during the football.
I don't know. I was just like getting lost in the internet. There's this guy named Benny Johnson.
Old Benny Johnson.
Look at this image of Benny Johnson here.
Benny Johnson. This guy?
Yeah, look at this.
What the hell? Is this another gold thing?
Yeah, he's a golden door. But look at this picture of him. Look at that picture of him. Like, you can't do that.
I feel about the desecration of our dear American flag.
You can't be all about America, defending the Constitution.
Right. And wear like
and
a shawl like you were wearing earlier.
Yeah, he's breaking the rules.
Yeah.
That's a rule. You can't wear the flag. Like, look up flag code.
There's like an actual rule?
Look up flag code apparel, United States, or something like that.
Flag code apparel? United States flag code apparel? United States.
Like, on this page, search apparel. Yeah. The flag should never be used as wearing apparel, bedding, or drapery.
Festooned? What's a festooned?
It should never be festooned, drawn back, nor up in folds, but always allowed to fall free.
Always allowed to fall free.
He's breaking. So it is both draped over him and being used as apparel.
And he's probably festooning it because I don't know what that means.
He's
but
festooning.
It feels like he's festooning it hard.
Like,
who is this tool? What is this?
Benny John? I don't fucking know.
The Godfather of the conservative internet? Oh,
his podcast or whatever his show is called.
The Benny Show.
Benny Show.
The Benny Show.
The Benny Show. Okay, get over it. Like, you sound like you're a 6-year-old boy.
Generate billions of online views? Is that true?
Well, we can't play this clip because YouTube won't like it, but I will read a quote from his clip. This is what he said, and I'm going to do my best. It won't be an impression, but I'm trying to get the cadence of how he's speaking. And this is what he said. This is what I think is going to happen. There's going to be some type of proposal after the Super Bowl. It's rigged for the Chiefs. Then the two of these people reach crazy levels of absolute fame. Then they use that in order to try and save Joe Biden. So these people think that the Chiefs are going to win.
Because it's rigged.
And
they have a 50-50 chance of winning.
And then there's going to be a proposal.
That they're going to...
And then they're immediately just going to hold hands and look out into the crowd and say, we are voting for Joe Biden. That's what they think's going to happen.
What is going on?
Like
they act like she's not famous. Like in that Curb episode, like Sophia, like the actress that he...
Right.
Like that's like... They'd had to make her famous, right? She has no talent.
Right.
But like Taylor Swift isn't propped. I mean, there's a machine for Hollywood, but she's very popular. She's incredibly popular.
She's already popular. She's
not being propped up by anything. She is propping herself up as an independent woman.
She's already propped. She's as propped as you could prop.
So the conspiracy is that he's gonna propose after winning. Does he propose if they lose? But they can't lose.
They can't lose because it's rigged.
It's a 50-50 chance. So he proposes, and then what?
Like, what fucking Disney story have they told themselves?
Will you marry me? No. Yes, but I'm voting for Joe Biden. Is that what that looks like?
Yeah, that's what they think is going to happen. It's like. Sorry, I'm so sorry. They're not gonna win, and then Chad or whatever Travis is gonna propose to Taylor. Like, what do you think this is gonna happen? Like, what do you think?
What would that look like?
It would be an insane time.
Can you paint me a picture?
Like, it'd be like, And there you have it, folks. After that nearly impossible comeback, the Chiefs have done it again. They are your Super Bowl champions, etching their names into the caves of football history with a performance that's now seared into the minds of every man, woman, and child on the face of the earth. Oh, and would you look at that? Taylor is rushing down to the field to celebrate the big win with her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. Look at that. Travis is tearing up with joy. Oh, my God. He's getting down on one knee. Can you believe it? Let's cut to the field so we can hear this. And then it's like, never in my life did I think I'd meet a woman like you, let alone have the chance to ask, Taylor, will you marry me? And Taylor's like,
Yes, 1,000 times yes. I love you. I love you.
and what?
I love you, and we're voting for Joe Biden.
We're voting for Joe Biden together, yes!
You should too if you're an American and you're my fan Swifty baby boy.
Folks, yeah, it's just like that's not going to happen.
And even if it did happen, like, does that swing the election? Does it?
Suddenly there's all these like Donald Trump supporting Republicans, and they're
Right.
just like, well,
Fuck.
damn it. I was mad at him about the gas prices.
Yeah.
But now my two favorite people are voting for Joe Biden.
Do they even like them?
I don't know. Who knows?
Who cares?
Just it's an insane thing to think.
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift is going to endorse Joe Biden
Right.
because she's done it before.
Or maybe she doesn't because she already. Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? I just get tired. It's like, why do we need?
Like,
Just leave it alone.
Who cares?
Can we just be quiet?
we'll just get over
we have quiet
it. Doesn't
time?
matter. Who cares?
Does
who the
everything
president
have to
is?
turn into something? You know what I mean?
We're
Do
all
we
gonna
need
be
a
fine.
conspiracy for. Can we just have the shitty Super Bowl, or we have dumb commercial? Let us watch in peace.
Yeah. Because I promise you that none of what we just depicted is going to happen.
Yeah, and if it does, I'll eat my.
I'll eat my own. I'll eat this broken glass and shit it out and eat it again, and I'll do it over and over again until I die.
Yeah, if God, I hope that doesn't happen. I guess it's not outside. That's more probable than the moon landing. But
Yeah.
well, we gotta go.
Anyway, thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl, and God forbid, I hope we don't vote for Joe Biden just because Taylor Swift and Travis told us to.
Amen.
All right. Amen. Mwah.